sage negativity. Yeah, I can do it, don't need you to watch me. Cause your doubt is like a virus, keep it 6 feet. Watch me how I do it, I can sing like a pop star. Watch me how I do it, I can sing it like a pop star. Watch me how I work, making moves like the Carters. I'ma work, I'ma put my ass to work. Cruising through the city with the top down, what's up? I ain't got no titties, but my butt's like, what's up? We eating good while you feed on gossip. Unapologetic and we came to run this. I think I get it now, see it clearly now. I see it, I think I get it, we the shit now. I think I get it now, see it clearly now. I think I get it, we the shit now. Took me a minute, but I'm back again. You got lies, fake news, okay, Michael Flynn. But like the lightning in a hurricane, you can't stop me, you just gotta make it through the rain. Watch me how I do it, making money like a banker. Watch me how I do it, making money like a banker. If you wanna catch me, you gon' need to find a trainer. Gotta work, gotta put your ass to work. Cruising through the city with the top down, what's up? I ain't got no titties, but my butt's like, what's up? We eating good while you feed on gossip. Unapologetic and we came to run this. I think I get it now, see it clearly now. Hey, I think I get it, we the shit now. I think I get it now, see it clearly now. I think I get it, we the shit now. Never tried to be in first place, I just wanna get best. Not the prettiest, the one with more class. Fuck the followers, I want the most cash. Hate all you want, ya, talk smack. I bet my name tastes good cause I'm a whole snack. Hey, I never tried to be in first place, I just wanna be the best. You got a lot to say when you're stuck right where I feel you last. We the shit now. Yeah, we came to run this. We the shit now. Yeah, we came to run this. We the shit.
This is music for the soul.
Please get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the cleats. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the
Dime lo que tú quieres de mi coqueta. Es lo que te gusta de salir y se suena. Cuando baila reggaetón pa' mí que muñeca. Me gusta salir y seducir.
Watch me walk away, putting myself on display. 1, 2, 3 a day, I'm on my way. I'ma have you on tiptoes, watching my diamond afterglow. I know you wanna take me home, I'm on my way.
I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat.
There's something new under the sun. You can't take back them things you already done. No. You blame things that you do on somebody else. No. But they all see that you need help. You waste all of your time covering up your tracks. You try so hard, hoping that one day something gon' change.
Jesus, miraculous device. Nah, Jesus, Medusa, and purpose. Ashalala, Jesus, we know that it could be this. I love it when you could this.
I hear him check to the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him check with the boys, not so tough, but minds keep walking, yeah. Dress too sharp with the poise, white girls, let her tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan, if you wanna touch me, please use caution.
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do.
I still think about it. You know, we need to get it right. You know, we're pretty nice. So salty. I still think about it. You know, we need to get it right. You know, we're pretty nice. So salty. I still think about it. You know, we need to get it right. You know, we're pretty nice. So salty. I still think about it. You know, we need to get it right. You know, we're pretty nice. So salty. I still think about it. You know, we need to get it right. You know, we're pretty nice. So salty. I still think about it.
I'm a five-star New York chick. Detroit blood, you can call me a tiger. I'm on the prowl, I'm ravenous. East Coast love, I'ma reach higher. East Coast, yeah. I don't want another gentleman, no. I want the ones who've been hustling, yo. Even boys are a little rude. I like Eastern European, Upper Avenue. And don't take this the wrong way. There's something special about LA. Midwest got the bad boys too. If you ain't New York bad, I don't fuck with you. I need a rude boy. Too bad, but I picture me. We ain't popping bottles in the club. We in no penthouse of love. I need a rude boy. He good, but he's bad for me. Suit and tie and the cufflinks. From the Bronx down to Wall Street. Hop into your car, yeah, I like that shit. Cruising down the FDR, yeah, I like that. You would top floor on your elevator shit. That's why I need a five-star New York guy. I'm a good girl, but I wanna make money. I'm on the non-stop New York grind. No other boys doing anything for me. East Coast, yeah. I want houses to flip with you, yeah. I want cars I can drip with you, yeah. New York streets are a little mean, but New York boys are the one for me. And don't take this the wrong way. There's something special about LA.
Hello! Sweet! Hold on.
What is happening? We're manually fading out. Almost there.
Show's canceled, boys.
Bye.
Thanks for joining, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Now we're gonna end stream the way we end every single stream.
With technical difficulties.
We're back. It's like we never left. Welcome everyone to another exciting edition of Show and Tell Live. Emphasis on the live once again. We're back and better than ever, baby. But of course, we cannot do it alone. So allow me to welcome the rest of tonight's crew for the show. First and foremost, if you were trapped in the wilderness, in the Arctic, this is the person you'd want to guide you. It's Alex!
I have frostbite on all 10 of my toes.
Up next, if you're stranded in the desert, this is the person you'd want with you by the dunes. Max?
Oh, I have frostbite on none of my toes.
Up next, an individual you'd want with you if you were trapped up in the sky and plummeting downward. It's Dan.
Look, if you never hit the ground, you're technically trapped in the sky.
That's correct. And last but not least, when you find yourself at the center of the earth, there's only one man to turn to, and that is Steve.
I've been watching a lot of YouTube recently, and let me tell you, there's something in the center of the earth that they don't want us to know about.
I like to think it's another moon. This is Show and Tell Live, a live comedy improv show based on your chat suggestions. And we are gonna need to start with one of them. So go ahead and give us a location, and we'll jump right into our first game.
Woo! Woo! Who's Oi?
Is it us?
Yeah.
I guess it's
All right.
All right. We have to do things, but we have to wait till Dom cuts away for the to preserve movie magic.
Hey, look over here.
How's it going?
Well, they can't see.
Good stuff, good stuff. So our first game for the evening is a game called Double Blind Freeze. And the way this game works is we're going to have two people doing a scene, and at one point in time, I'll yell freeze! We'll assume the same physical position and start a new scene based on something completely different. Alrighty. Good suggestion, Crabstar, so I think we'll take it. Your scene starts as an auto mechanic.
Oh.
I just gotta adjust
okay.
these nozzles
Okay,
so you
what-
hold them steady.
Okay, I will.
Why did you recommend couples therapy? I just like...
Because it's a couples therapy and hot yoga.
Freeze!
I told you we'd get into this mess.
No, it's mine, and you'll never take it from me.
Freeze!
Alright, this two-man bazooka is gonna work. I promise.
It better work this time.
Alright, let's aim. Who we aiming for?
Let's aim for the moon.
Alright. And fire!
Freeze!
Thank you. Oh no!
She's trying to crush the stage. Get out of here.
Freeze!
And left and right and left and right and left and right and dance.
Freeze!
They don't learn to stop.
Scene, we're going there.
I heard Dom yell freeze. But Max kept going.
You missed it. Alex is fully on the floor right now.
I feared for my life.
I did not hear Alec or Dom yell freeze.
I heard Dom yell freeze, so I stopped. Next thing I know, Max is catapulting me over him.
Look, if you don't hear freeze, you keep going.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh, and I wasn't gonna say freeze. I was a monkey. I can't say the word freeze.
Commit to the bit.
Oh my goodness.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody.
Welcome back. Good
Nice to see
y'all.
everybody. How's it going?
Oh, it's certainly going. How's it going with everyone out there?
Good.
And out there.
And out there.
Oh, Dan, a subtle compliment from Crabstar. He says the main stage camera looks better tonight.
Oh.
I did nothing.
Do I taste some notes of color correction?
No.
No.
A bit of what is that? Hue adjustment?
Is that a contrast boost?
Oh!
What's that gamma?
Oh, highlights and shadows?
That depth of field.
Gamma, part of a balanced breakfast.
Cinematic LUT. Yeah, I just put the cinematic LUT on.
Just turn on the good setting.
There's a joke in film school about how you will always just fuck everything up when you're shooting, and then you'll always just fix it in post.
Yeah.
And then I spend most of my film time doing things live.
I never thought of it that way.
Welcome to the post. We are in post right now.
Yeah, we're in post right now.
This is the post.
Life is the post.
If this is a YouTube video, this is where we would tell editor Dan to write something on screen. And he would write a snarky comment.
Yep. But we're not YouTubers.
No.
Yeah.
We will never go on YouTube Live
But we
unless
might
they
be
give us...
VTubers.
Oh.
Let's
No.
What?
We're not going to tell you.
Yeah. Oh, what's a VTuber?
Oh.
I can tell him.
Well, apparently Steve said no, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
I vetoed
We're not
that.
allowed.
Sorry, Dan.
Steve, we only all get one veto. And that's what you used yours on? That was a bad choice, my guy.
Look,
Her life.
I was very
group.
concerned that I wasn't going to get to use it, so I figured I'd just use it now.
It's true. Makes sense. We're gonna roll into our next game. No, we're gonna roll. No, we're gonna.
Are we?
No. What do we?
We can do whatever
We're
you
gonna
want,
roll into
Tom.
our next game, which is called Objection.
Hey!
So to do this game, I'm gonna go away because I don't need to be here right now.
Oh, okay.
Dan, the cameras.
Dan's coming.
Crap, sorry, this camera should look better though.
I'm coming.
You have to set where that goes. You can't shake it.
All right, chat. We're going to be playing a game called Objection. Basically, the three boys up there, they're going to have to try to be the smartest person and be the king of the hill at the end of the game. So right now, we need a topic for them to talk about and to be experts on to start with. So, any topics, anything you just want to learn more about, honestly. Like something that you read online and you're like, man, I could read this whole article, but you didn't. They could teach you about that. So let's see. Who's
I'll be up first.
All right. All right. Let's see. Snorgles, good suggestion. You're going to start with the topic of water slides, and your time starts now.
Water slides were first invented in the 1930s by a German scientist. They were initially intended for militaristic purposes, but they quickly found out that they were very ineffective at delivering troops, and troops were often very wet when they got to the battlefield, which was...
Objection.
Yes, Alex?
Initial water slide designs actually didn't include the water, so the troops were not wet.
You're right. Yeah, it's a misnomer at first. Please step forward. All right, and your time starts now.
The first designs for water slides for troop transport were actually completely dry. Where the water slide came from was because they would often go over bodies of water. The thing is, they thought that the triangular shape of a slide would be an effective way to get troops over those bodies of water.
Objection.
Yes, Steve?
We can tell from archaeology that the original version of the water slide, while commonly referred to as the sliding mechanism, was actually a lately developed trebuchet, which eventually went out of fashion and was replaced with the slide model that we see in the Precambrian era.
Trebuchet some more. Step forward, Steve. You got a minute 18 left, and go.
Yes, so early water slides weren't actually slides at all. They were basically just catapults that would fling people over large bodies of water.
Objection.
Yes, Max?
The word catapult specifically is used for large rocks. I think what the speaker meant to suggest was what was previously mentioned of the javelin, which is or a trebuchet specifically.
All right, sure, yeah. Please step forward. All right, a minute and 9 seconds, and go.
If you use a catapult for an animate object, regardless of whether it is animal or fish or human, it is no longer a catapult.
Objection.
Yes, Steve?
A trebuchet is a catapult with extra steps.
Yeah, both in function and word. Please step forward. A minute straight, and go.
So how we get the term water slide from people being flung from trebuchets is actually the skidding motion people would do over the top of water, like when you skip a rock. A person
Objection.
flung.
Yes, Alex?
Every time I try to skip a rock, it doesn't bounce and skip off of the water. It just falls in.
Yeah, same with me too. Please step forward 48 seconds and go.
I believe that skipping rocks is just a conscious lie that society has told me because it doesn't actually seem to
objection.
be possible.
Yes, Max?
The speaker is projecting their insecurities onto everybody else.
Yes. Alex, please continue and go.
It really seems like some kind of a massive societal gaslight because all empirical evidence
Objection.
conducted by me.
Yes, Steve?
We live in the era of the Green New Deal. It should be solar lighting instead of gas.
You're right. We really got to think about the environment. 32 seconds and go.
So in our day and age, we need to stop using these terminologies that express a negative climate change worldview. and
Objection.
replace them.
Yes, Max?
The speaker used the phrase negative climate change. It is more of an upwards trajectory of climate change, specifically the temperature.
Yeah, we want positive change. Exactly. All right. 24 seconds and go.
The world is getting hotter, and that's an
Objection.
undoubtable fact.
Yes, Alex?
The world might be getting hotter, but that makes it way less attractive, and therefore it's not nearly as hot as it used to be.
Please step forward. I want to hear you elaborate on that. 21 seconds and go.
Ice caps melting, not hot. Deforestation, so not hot.
Objection.
Max?
I believe the game that's being played is hot or not, and you simply need to say the word not. The hot is implied.
Exactly. Please step forward, Max. 15 seconds and go.
Games with words have been played for centuries. Specifically, hot or not has been
Objection.
played ever
Yes,
since.
Alex?
Games with words have not been played for centuries. They have been played for millennia.
Yeah, I would agree. It's a longer amount of time. Please step forward. 10 seconds and go.
The first word game was oog, which was invented by
Objection.
cave people.
Yes, Max?
The speaker is using the more westernized pronunciation of oog. Originally, it's translated to og.
Yeah, sure. Please step forward. 7 seconds and go.
Cavemen have spoken many
Objection.
languages.
Steve?
Cavemen have not spoken of anything because we have not heard their direct translations. We can only get this inference of the game oog from their cave writings.
Somebody had to say it. Please step forward. 4 seconds and go.
The actual
Objection.
name is debated.
Yes, Max?
It's not cavemen, it's cave people. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll give that to you. All right, 4 seconds and go.
Sometimes you have to call yourself
Objection.
Alex?
You don't have to call yourself anything that you don't feel comfortable.
That's true. That is very true. Please step forward. 2 seconds left and go.
I'm only
Objection.
comfortable.
Steve?
He's very comfortable.
You know, by looking at him, I agree with you. Please step forward, Steve. 1 second and go.
Objection.
Objection.
Alex?
I don't like the way Steve looks.
What about him?
He just doesn't seem as comfy as me.
I feel the room is getting very uncomfortable. Max, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. Maybe I should just step out of this one.
You seem pretty uncomfortable. Let's work on getting more comfortable. Step up, Max.
Okay.
All right, 1 second and go.
Objection.
Yes, Steve?
Life is hard, and therefore he should not be rewarded for his bad behavior.
You're right. We want to make sure he's a self-made man. Please step forward, Steve. All right, 1 second still and go.
Objection.
I was going to object to the fact that that was the longest second I've ever seen.
And that's objection.
I believe it's Oogalore.
Good stoof. Love to see it. Love to see it. Steve, woo!
I won last week.
Steve.
It was me.
Wow.
I'm just a professional at this game.
Defeated. Biggest part in the room. This Steve guy.
I think it's funny if like the game ended and then you walk away and you're like, oh God, I was the right one there. These guys had no fucking clue.
They didn't know what they were talking about at all.
No.
I like the like overall like story of like the lesson to be learned is like, yeah, be comfortable with yourself, and you don't have to do anything you don't want to. It's like, that's what
We got there.
But earn your
But earn
confidence.
it.
Where we ended from World War II water slides.
yeah.
Which were never water slides to begin with.
Yeah.
They
We
were just slides.
Water.
They were just slides that then became catapults.
Well, no, they were catapults that became slides. Because being skimmed across the top of a lake is not the most comfortable thing.
So there is the public pool that I grew up next to, right?
Had a catapult.
No. I guess definitionally yes.
I'm invested now.
Well, so they had one slide, and it was just like your standard like pool slide, right? No big deal. And then they like shut down for a summer and installed two like pretty cool slides, like big tubey boys that like circled and stuff. And then when they reopened, they went from hometown like local pool to hometown water park, and people were like, whoa. You can't have 3 slides and call yourself a water park. They're like, no, but we have slides, so we're a water park now. We're like, no. You can't charge water park prices for your normal ass pool.
Wait, so it's literally just a pool that they have slides going into?
So there's 3 pools. There's like a standard like public pool. There's one that's like just deep, and I think it's used just for like diving and things. And then there's one that's like really shallow that only kids play in.
The VIP.
The VIP.
Yeah.
Well, the VI emphasis.
The hot tub.
Capital P pool.
The hot tub, and it's not heated because of anything that's
That
Very
pool
important
is so
pool.
weird to me in a lot of different ways because, one, there's a creek behind it that you can swim in for free, so why are you going to the pool? And 2, they used to do. We used to have a bank called Commerce Bank, right? It's a big C.
Yes.
And that was what it was. And I think Steve's neighbor founded it or something like that.
No.
A different
It
one?
was just somebody who lived in my hometown.
Anyways, not important to the story.
Wow, we are going places with this one.
Not important to the story. But what's interesting is they used to have once a year. They used to have like Commerce Day at this public water park. Where what they would do is every hour on the hour, the big C mascot would come out.
Oh my god, I
and
love it.
throw change into the pool. And then they would have all the kids just go for it.
What?
And I think they stopped doing it because too many kids got concussions in the pool.
That is
from slamming into each other and diving to the bottom of the pool.
That is
for nickels and pennies.
That is the most capitalist fucking thing I have ever heard of.
Also,
the mascot of a bank, which they didn't put any thought into. It's just a big C.
Yeah,
walks
Best
up,
part.
throws pocket change into the pool like, here, lowborn, fetch, collect your measly pittance. And then the children, because we all know that the adults and the elderly are not of able body and could collect the money as quickly as the children
Well,
can.
they're working in the
because
factories right now.
yeah, well, the children are fast they're quick reactions, and they have little fingers, so it's easier for them to take the change off of the bottom.
And little borals, so they'll elbow you to get it.
Exactly. So society has kind of weeded out the fact that the children are clearly optimized for this ritual, so to speak. So they throw it in. The children dive in and collect, assumably, maybe $1 worth.
Well, that was the thing, is that it was like mostly pennies, and then a couple of nickels, and then even fewer dimes.
I got a quarter.
Exactly.
Really?
I mean, it wasn't like
dollar coins.
I really thought it was going to be dollar coins.
No.
No way,
Predominantly
pennies.
Nickels and quarters.
So they don't even have enough to go to the vending machine.
Absolutely not.
Well, they do if they're good Bloodsport Titans.
Yeah.
They know
There's
some
definitely
stuff.
gotta be
Incredible.
there has to be a book called Little Elbows and Little More. It just
Oh my god. Yeah, no, you talked about the mascot and it just brought back so many memories because this, Alex said it spot on. This thing had no fucking thought into it. It was the logo of the bank, just like extended so it could be like the width
So
or
a
the
person
like,
could be in it.
Yeah, the width of the person, and then it just had arms and legs, but it was just a C
Did it have a
with
face?
eyes.
I
Yeah.
think it had 2 eyes that were like at the top.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Did you say that the C is just the mouth?
No.
The opening of the
It
C?
went around the whole side.
Wow.
Well, but here's the thing. Honestly, one of the most creative bank mascots I've ever heard of, because what other bank mascots do you know?
I don't, that doesn't give them a pass in my book.
It's the most creative bank mascot I've ever heard of, because I don't think I've ever seen another bank.
It's kind of like how originally Jackson Pollock was the most creative painter, because everyone else was too busy learning how to paint stuff, and he was like, I'll just throw paint at the wall. Well, no one else is doing it.
Dan, I saw that we had a request for a sock cam, for a foot cam.
But someone in chat said not to do it because they didn't redeem any points.
That's true.
I'll give them, look, you gotta give them a taste so that way they pay for it later.
No.
It's a free sample.
You're the only one with cool socks today, so we can't really do anything
Yeah.
else. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sorry, my guy. We're gonna move on to our next game. Oh my god, already? Why did we put this so early in the set list?
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow,
It's on
okay.
here. Our next game is a brand new game, never before seen.
Oh, I know why it's early.
I'm so
It's because
excited.
it's equivalent to the online show is early.
That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
sure.
So we know that there was a lot of people who were very upset that we're only doing comment threads on Tuesdays. So we scoured the internet for new things that we could help replace that game with, and this is what we came up with. It's a little game we like to call Beastie Boys. So what we're gonna need are the same thing we need for comment thread, which is 1-syllable words. So go ahead and get those 1-syllable words out, and we'll get going. Like comment thread, this game is kind of round robin style, so we'll keep going until someone gets out. Then the next people will go and stuff and stuff and stuff. And I think you're gonna like this game. If you can't hear, it's because there's probably a lot of shouting, but we promise we'll try and be better once we actually listen to the audio the next time. Alrighty, Alex, your word is tick.
I got a scratch in my nose, so I just hit.
I took a branch off a tree, now I got a stick!
A bug bit me, it was a
Tick.
I like this show with a scientist.
Rick. Oh, yeah, Rick. I got a stab. I'm gonna.
What is it?
It's lick.
Lick!
Who licks a scab? You weirdo. Stay there.
Alex now.
I was halfway through picking a scab, and then I realized the pick was already said.
Yeah.
By me, actually.
Alrighty. Your next word is fight.
I'm gonna get some breakfast. I'll have a bite!
I got a lot of strength, I got a lot of
Might! In a tree I flew and stuck my kite.
What? Amazing. Amazing. Alright, your next word, final word of the game is corn.
Today's my birthday, it's when I was born!
A Scandinavian name, they call me
I curse a lot, I have
Sword! I rip my pants, now they are torn!
There's a lot on the internet, it is
Porn! I am sad, I will
Oh, what? Oh, mourn.
I'll take the L.
Oh, we shouldn't be allowed to make content. Who okayed this? Oh
God.
my god.
Dom, can we quickly show off our merch board? Because I really want to draw the Commerce C.
Oh yes, here we go.
Oh, that's Beastie Boys.
That's Beastie Boys. We'll be playing that game a lot.
It's so
Pop that
fun.
perspective.
Well, this is our exclusive show and tell Ouija board we're designing.
It's not currently available in the merch shop.
Give us a
Can you imagine having this as a bath mat available on our merch shop?
It's so many levels of removal. It's a math mat that's a Ouija board that's made for improvisers. Like, oh my god. Did you put how many? Wait. Oh, is that a 0?
It's 10,000 blanks.
It's 10 million.
10
That's 10 million blanks.
Yeah, well, I had more room than I knew what to do with, so
That's fair. That's fair.
I just kept writing zeros.
Anyone doing anything exciting this week or anything exciting this weekend? You too, Chad? Anything exciting happening in your lives?
A game I bought from Kickstarter came in today.
Hey!
Oh,
They're slowly coming in.
Things.
Oh,
The markers.
yeah, you'll probably need those.
You know, the things
I'll
that
hold that for you.
Are you going to talk more about the
No,
Kickstarter?
it's called Sabotage. It's a boba-based card game where you sabotage people.
If anybody's played Sushi Go, that's one of my favorite games.
Oh, I love Sushi Go.
It has kind of a similar aesthetic.
Okay.
Because it's cute little faces on food.
Yeah.
As for what's going on, I'm going to Miami this week.
Whoa!
Right.
Miami.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm leaving tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.
That's where they
boy.
show Bird Notice takes place. I don't know why.
Thanks so much for that.
That's
a
where
fun fact.
that's where the show CSI Miami takes place.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Here's something fun that happened this week for me. I got one of those like remote puppy cams so that I could check in on my dog while I leave her
Let's
home.
cut to it now.
Cut to the puppy cam.
Probably could, honestly.
I mean, we
with it.
could, but honestly, it's she's just sitting there. She just sits by the door.
That's fun. I believe we have the feed. Let's cut to it now.
Nope.
And we're back.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Anything going on this weekend?
Nothing particularly exciting this weekend.
Do you have anything happen this week, Don? Anything happen this week?
Anything physically straining?
Okay, really? I was like, does he not want to talk about this, or does he just not remember?
Honestly, this week has been such a blur. No, I moved this week.
Woo!
Because now that we're back in person, it didn't make sense for me to walk an hour at midnight every night to go home.
Woohoo!
Now it's 20 minutes.
Yay!
On a well-lit street. All right. So we are. I moved. It was exhausting, but I did it, and now I live alone.
You had some help.
I did have some help.
He did it entirely by himself.
One trip up the steps. Everything.
Everything.
You had some help from a little friends called Perseverance and Perseverance.
And left hand.
Perseverance and lefty.
Amazing. So moving is not fun, but we got it done.
Woohoo!
Moving is not fun, but we got it done.
Oh, yeah.
What number move?
This is, I think, 8 times in 9 years that I've moved.
Wow.
I've only been at the same place for more than a year for once in the last.
And it was 2 years.
And it was 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a lot. Well, the problem is, like, every time I'd move, I moved a ton. I moved every year of college. Just because different living situations and like different needs and things like that. And and then after college, that was the only year I stayed, was the year I graduated college. I stayed an extra place in my year. And then I moved out because one of our roommates moved out, so we moved to a 2-person place. Then that roommate came back, so we moved to a 3-person place. And we needed another roommate, so we moved to a 4-person place. And then I moved by myself, and there's that.
Are you planning next year's move already?
No, I purposely signed a 2-year lease so I couldn't allow myself to move.
Right, yes.
Because here's the thing. After moving that many times, you stop decorating. In fact, I stopped unpacking around like the 5th move.
Oh my God.
I literally just today unpacked a box that I packed like 6 years ago.
Find any goodies?
No. It was all like used notebooks and things like that.
Did you know that Perseverance and Lefty takes place in Miami?
Oh, that's a good show. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's fun.
It's coming up Paramount Plus. But no one would know that because who subscribed to that? Except for the 60 to 30 day universe.
Dan does.
We are.
Yeah, how's that
What do
going?
you watch on Paramount Plus?
What are you still watching on Paramount Plus? That's
What are we
the-
still watching? Nothing.
Yeah.
What did we watch?
Yeah.
We watched
One show.
all of like the house shows,
The house.
like the HGTV.
Oh, I thought you meant
house
like
shows.
Doctor House.
No.
Like, and I was like, they
No,
made
no,
more
no,
than
no.
one?
Oh, iCarly is on Paramount Plus. So
The
you,
new one
you
or the
could,
old one?
It is.
I
Oh yeah,
like
because
the new
Nickelodeon's on there. The new one, both.
Oh, both.
Steve, that's great.
Thanks. I'm
Just
just
comment on
good
what they
stuff.
can't see.
Sorry. It looks really good. I'm hyping them up for it.
Well, I would say we play our next game while Steve works, but we can't. So,
just like 1 second. Just gotta get
Alright, so
the,
you're trying
the
to think of
spatter
master
print.
Hoedowns! Quickly, hoedowns!
It's
Is
the
this
war.
a- Is this a trip?
We didn't light the candles.
Oh
oh,
no!
no, that's disrespectful.
Oh God, no! I don't know if these ones are any good.
Should we also remind the fans that we're doing a 24-hour stream?
Oh,
We
yeah.
are doing
Next
a 20.
weekend.
Dan, tell us about the 24-hour
So you come here on Friday. We'll have a 2-hour show.
Just
and then
like
we'll
normal.
Just keep going.
Same show as normal. It's gonna start at 9 o'clock, but the show will go into 11. And then, yeah, like Dan said, we're just gonna keep going.
And then we're going to go a full 22 hours. And then we're going to do another show.
The exact same set list.
Yes.
And then compare and contrast.
Yeah, from 7 to 9, because
Yeah.
that'll bring us to the 24-hour.
So we'll see how that goes.
If you have anything you want us to do in the unmarked 20 hours between our two shows, let us know. We'll also be putting out a itinerary so you know what hours to show up for stuff.
Yeah. Things like we're gonna read the novel that these guys
Oh,
wrote.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
You know how Jamal and Tor was around for that? You guys can hear it read again.
We're gonna have maybe 2 karaoke
Yes.
bits. We're gonna play some more Overcooked, some Jackbox probably.
We're gonna play the prototype of a card, the first edition of the show and tell card
Yes.
game.
that Dan has been working on for about a year at this
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
plus. It's pretty good. I saw a sneak peek. It's pretty good. But
All right, let's see that merch.
Let's see this blood sport of children.
yes.
Come get your pittance, children.
Oh yeah. Honestly, we put that on a nice graphic of a factory in the background. We got ourselves a shirt.
That's a great shirt.
That is what the mascot looked like, by the way. Because
Yeah.
it's an accurate depiction, Steve.
Well, yeah, no, I only spent my childhood sucking up to that bastard because he would throw change for us to gather on the main street between shifts at the factory and the Black Lung.
Steve, you need to get out of that character and into your next character because we're playing Let's Play.
Oh!
Which means it's time for Steve to come play a game.
Oh boy, chat!
The rest of us are out of here.
All right, chat. While we're getting set up,
There you go.
I'm gonna need y'all to pick a genre of game because I'm gonna be playing game chat, and you know I'm a gamer. We're all gamers here, so just send that type of game and potential title of the game. So you know we got 2 things, 2 easy score multipliers there. And I am just gonna get set up, and yeah, you know the drill, chat. I'm a gaming / fitness expert, so we are going to be doing a game, and this is our game called Let's Play. And so for this game, I'm gonna be the streamer. We're gonna have the other performers being the members of the game that is currently being played, and we invite you, chat, to play along as if this is a hardcore gaming stream. So, great, I see some wonderful ones coming through here. Great, I think we did roguelike last time, so any more, keep putting them in the chat. While I keep vamping, because you know, chat, I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing here. I'm a gamer. We are gamers, chat. And if you highlight your text message, you know what that means. 5 arm crunches. All right, got to get that gaming arm up to snuff. All right, cool. Here we go. So, today I'm gonna be playing an open world MMO called Rockmageddon. All right, let's get into this. Yo, chat, what's up? It's me, your favorite streamer, the Croucher. You know, it's my nickname, but you know me. I'm the Croucher. I do gaming and fitness streams. So let's get right into it. So, if I remember correctly, we're gonna go to the main page here in a second. The button at the top. All right. I'm just pressing buttons, chat. There we go. All right, cool. So I'm just starting up. This is my character from the old save. Pretty easy. I'm a war monk in this one. So if you guys want to raid with me, just let me know. We're just getting into Rockmageddon. You know, it's what I do. So as you all know, this is kind of like if World of Warcraft mixed with Rock Band. So we're doing a raid right now. As you can see, I'm partying up with this other guy. He's our tank bruiser. He's a melee support class with additional range damage. I'm the bassist for the group, and this drummer is just kind of my protege. This is my little brother. Don't tell anyone. But we're just loading into this raid, and if you want to like send any biddies towards me, that'll just go towards the crunches. And all right, we've loaded in. So let's get ready. We've got to take down this boss if I want to get to the next level of War Mage Base Machinist. All right, cool. Here's just the first little minion. So let's do a combo attack. So the base will amplify the drum speed, and we don't have a guitar here. Otherwise, we'd be able to 1KO this guy. But oh no, he's bringing out a flute. Oh, this is a multi-stage minion. This is wild, chat. Wild, I'm telling you. Great. So what we got to do is electrify this bitch. So we got it. Electric jam. All right. First minion down. We got the rest of the cave to get through. You might recognize this. This was actually in the TV show, the Netflix adaptation. They actually made this raid specifically because of that. Oh, and here we go. The Bull Rager. He's based on Kiss, I believe. This one was really cool. Yeah, I mean my brother's not really great at this, but he does his best. Oh, he killed him. All right, he got killed. Let's revive him. We got to do a res riff here, so. This is going to take some concentration. X, 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 Y, 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 Z, Z, X, Y. Oh, God, no, I got hit. All right. Well, looks like we got it off. I can buy followers? That's rad. I'm going to have to remember that for later. Great, so he's up at half health. I'm already at a quarter health. This is, I don't know if we're going to make it, chat. Oh, I got hit again. Oh, one more and I'm down, chat. And I don't think my brother can pick me up after this one. But he took that hit for me. Okay, cool, let's leave him. He doesn't deserve to finish this boss. All right, run. Now turn dodge and parry slash base riff. Nice. All right, cool. Great. Oh, we got 3 bits from Plastic Citizen. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, that's 3 crunches for Plastic Citizen. Thanks for your donation. You're really helping the cause. All right, great. Oh, looks like we got a rando joining our lobby.
Hey, you need a partner?
I'm not really looking for anything right now. Can you just go away?
No way, dude.
There we go.
I'm gonna steal your musical notes.
Oh shit!
No way,
PKer.
PvP!
Oh god, he's got a where did he get a bazooka from? Yo, this isn't fair.
What's up, teammate?
Oh fuck, it's my brother. Alright, riff time, whammy bar. We gotta get this through. Oh God, we gotta. Oh no. Oh, I got hit. Oh shit. All right. Oh, that's unlucky, chat. Oh, and the finisher. Oh God. This kind of sucks. Not gonna lie, getting PK'd in this game is rough. But honestly, I mean, it happens to the best of us, and that which I am probably better than anyone in chat. And we've got a PvP night later in the week if you want to try and test that. You're gonna be wrong, but it's open as long as you pay the entry fee. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. This has been great, and remember, keep it crunchy.
Scene.
Keep it crunchy.
Keep it crunchy.
Keep it crunchy, bros.
That being said, I think we might be onto something because an MMO that also functions like Guitar Hero, where you join up and beat.
It'd be pretty rad.
Yeah, it'd be pretty sick.
rad.
That'd be pretty cool. Steve, when you said the phrase, it's like World of Warcraft mixed with Rock Band, I was like, that's a great.
I was like, that's kind of the sickest game ever made.
Your specialty class is just your instrument?
Well, I imagine it's your instrument, and then within that, you also specialize into different types of music.
So do you know anything about the game Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
There is a weapon set in Monster Hunter called the Hunting Horn, where it's an instrument that you mainly use to like buff your team and stuff like that. And you kind of do like Guitar Hero style stuff where you use different button combos, and then depending on what combos you do, you give them different buffs. And so it'll be like, you know, there's a guy with like dual swords and a guy with a bow and a guy with like a sword and a giant shield, and then there's one dude with just like a giant like Great Mall saxophone just like jamming and going like and then like swing, like attack up, defense up, speed up. And the one dude's just in the back like jamming. Oh, it's great.
But imagine if you could do like that, right? Like you load in and it's like pick your instrument and you're like, all right, drums, and it's like, do you want to be like a caster, like an attack thing, or like a support? Like you could layer that.
And like they all have like different names, so like there can be like, if you want a high DPS guitarist, then you'd be like a slasher,
right?
Or if you
you're
want
a support
like
drummer, you're like you know,
tempo,
right?
tempo man, yeah.
You're crowd control. You're a tempo player, right?
It'd be fun. It'd be really fun.
Oh, that'd be sick. And the types of monsters you like play will like, oh, that'd be too cool. Like, so the monsters have like inherent different rhythms and stuff. So if like you get into like a random encounter battle or something, it might be like two goblins who you know have like really like boo boo boo, and like a bat, and the bat's like so now you have to do all those things combined. Oh, it's great.
Wow.
There's a whole resonance mechanic where if whatever you're playing resonates with the enemy, then it'll do like extra damage to them or something.
The boss battles are just on the stage at a concert, and it's just a whole crowd of goblins that's all lashing at you.
Oh, it'd be sick.
Let's make this game.
Yeah, let's dev for thousands of hours.
Yeah. Can't be that. Look,
it's not
all
that
I'm
hard.
saying is it writes itself.
That's true. The game writes itself, really, honestly.
Did someone say it writes itself?
Cut myself.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would just be a background vocalist. That would be.
Did somebody say it writes itself? Yes, that's Dom's catchphrase.
Hey. Good command, Max.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm happy.
Good stuff. Well, how's something? Anyone got any interesting hypothetical questions? I feel like it's been a while since we've proposed interesting hypothetical questions to each other.
Yeah.
If we could breathe water, would we make cities under the sea?
Like we could breathe both?
Yeah.
No, because building materials would be so hard to like work down there. Just because we can breathe down there. Also,
well, so materials would be a lot harder to deal with underwater, but the actual construction would be a lot easier because of like the water resistance and everything. Like, and especially like so think about what kind of materials you would have to use, right? You'd have to use like plastics mostly.
Well, I feel like here's the problem. We're gonna run into. We need to set some rules on this hypothetical because we're gonna run into the classic superhero problem of just because your power says this, that doesn't mean you can do X, right? Like classic speedster problem, right? Just because you can go really fast doesn't mean the friction isn't gonna burn your clothes and your insides.
Right, sure,
Or just because you're super strong, if you punch a rock, you're still gonna break your hand.
Just because you can breathe underwater doesn't mean you can withstand the pressures of living underwater.
That's a good point. Right.
Also, how far down can you go, right? Because
well, what if you just live in the VIP pool?
That's a good point.
Dan, I already do that.
Think about it. Think how little kids would get injured when they're chasing after those coins.
Yeah. But now they can breathe underwater?
Yeah. Now they can breathe underwater.
Yeah, now they can breathe underwater, so they can plan their tactics accordingly, and we can have a real blood sport.
If you can breathe if you can breathe underwater, does that necessarily mean that you can breathe in salt water? Because breathing in salt water and breathing in fresh water, two very different things.
That's chlorine water.
Yeah.
Can you breathe in all that? Like,
all I'm saying is fish aren't very good at distinguishing between them.
That's a good point. Would you rather know when you would die, or that you would die by being hit in the head with a frozen pizza?
I'd rather know when I was gonna die, because then I can live my life accordingly up to that moment.
That would.
But frozen pizza? Do you know how much frozen pizza there is in the world? One, you're never going grocery
Do I
shopping
know?
again. Two, you're never getting any food ordered, because God forbid a frozen pizza shows up with a pizza order.
That's the thing. Do you know that your death is going to be at the hands of a frozen pizza? Because if so, you would spend the rest of your life avoiding frozen pizza.
And that sounds crippling.
Yeah, we can't find all this.
Or at least when you know when you're gonna die, you can be reckless up till that point.
I mean, again,
same problem of maybe you do something reckless, it puts you in a hospital because you've broken all your bones, and then they only have frozen pizzas because it's pizza night in the hospital. See, that's the whole like you create your own paradox problem of like
you go skydiving without you pick the pizza option, you go skydiving without a parachute, and then you
survive a horrible, painful impact for the earth.
But yeah, you live, and then you're like crippled for the rest of your life until eventually the nurse brings a frozen pizza in, slips, it lands on you and suffocates you to death.
Windpipe crushed.
A lot of things that would kill you, you wouldn't want to live through anyway.
True.
Alex, I thought you were going to say you go skydiving and there just happens to be a frozen pizza on cement and you land directly onto it.
That too,
Or we just says, but it says in the head. I was going to say, because if it was just frozen pizza, who knows what could trigger that, right? Someone in Italy could have made a frozen pizza. That caused like a whole butterfly effect, and you never even see it coming.
So here's the scenario, right? You decide I'm not going to die unless it's at the behest of a frozen pizza. So you go skydiving without a parachute. You jump out. You're scared of how this is going to end up, but you know you can't possibly die from it.
True.
You're going down literally milliseconds before you impact the ground. Two people are in a park that you're landing in, playing frisbee with a frozen pizza. One throws it, and as you are coming down, the pizza hits you in the head. Because of the velocity at which you are falling down, that angular speed at which you contact the pizza breaks your neck instantly, and you die. You just can't risk
There's
it.
no question too silly that we won't consider serious.
I still don't see why you would jump out of a plane.
Because you can't
die.
To laugh in the face of God, Dan.
You would be in so much pain.
But you'd live.
You made it sound like you wanted to know when you would die.
What?
Because that was the option. You took that first option first rather than the frozen
Dom's
pizza.
like, what do you mean, I know?
Yeah, Dom said he would take the know when you die option over the pizza option.
Yeah.
If the other option was you just don't know when you would die.
Yeah, I'd still take no win.
What?
Yeah.
You want to know when you would die?
Look, I don't understand this anytime this type of hypothetical is proposed in a fictional universe, people get so holier than thou about their own death.
Right.
Get over yourself. You're gonna die. You might as well learn some information, right? If the world presents the opportunity, and that's why people always do you want to know the truth or not? And characters are oh, I'm so conflicted. And I'm always take the truth. Always take it. if you could be a miserable genius, take that over being a happy idiot. Trust me, it's always the better option.
Wouldn't that like change your life so drastically if you're like, now I know when I'm gonna die? I don't know.
It should change your life for the better. It should change your life for the better.
I don't know.
Because if you know when you're gonna die,
It depends.
It
depends when.
Well, it's true. If it's 5 minutes from now,
That sucks.
you should go do something really cool, right? Like, I don't know.
It's the old joke about the doctor.
You know what? I think I'm on your side, Dom.
Yeah, I don't know why you would not want to know that information.
I
think because some people
be a frozen pizza.
I think it's because
No
some
one keeps
people
that
couldn't
option.
handle the fact that it's looming over you for all of your life.
Those
Like they
are
would be so
people-
paranoid about
Those
that
are people
thing
who
coming.
need to learn to internalize their own death in this current real reality because it is coming for you.
True,
I
true.
promise.
Yeah.
None
Death
of
is
you are
coming.
going to live forever.
Hey everybody, death is coming.
Crabstar might, but none of us are even close.
No, but I don't know. It just feels. I feel like it's sort of more of the opposite, where it's like you wake up and every day it could be your last. Except if you know that it's not, then you would wake up knowing that this day was not your last. And wouldn't that massively change your life?
Yeah, you'd live a better life for it. If you wake up every day worried this could be your last day, you're never going to be living to the fullest because you're so worried about the crippling anxiety of death.
People much more often say the opposite. That if you know that today could be your last, you may as well live it as though it were.
But that's the thing is that is our
Nobody
default
does
state.
that, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we have right now is we don't know and every day could be our last and yet people don't act
Max,
like
it's like you've never heard that sad country song, Live Like You're Dying. Like,
well,
2.7 seconds on a bull
Old
named
Man Fu Manchu. He loved deeper.
But that's the thing. If you know when you're
sweeter.
going to,
He spoke sweeter, Max.
if you know when you're going to die, then you essentially aren't dying.
Yeah, it's great.
Exactly. You're immortal up until that point where you know you are not.
Imagine living with the knowledge that you're not gonna die, even
Well,
if it's just that one day. That's a pretty sick
The thing
freedom.
is, if you say you're gonna die in 5 years, you could still go into a coma tomorrow, stay in that coma for 5 years, and then die.
Yeah, you don't have to be absurdly reckless with it, but you might take bolder choices that you wouldn't have otherwise done.
I would go skydiving with a parachute.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to do that anyways.
I would do it anyways too.
I really want to do
Yeah,
that.
that's the only do. If there's something, or like you could really figure it out. Like I don't know, maybe jump in a volcano on your last day.
Yeah.
You're going out anyways.
Maybe it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. Anyone could tell you any day, and then you end up just killing yourself accidentally on that day by doing something stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
It was
Anyways,
happen.
let's play a game.
Wow.
Very
Now
serious
it's time.
topic.
That was the nihilism. Here comes the whimsy.
We're gonna play the game Swipe Right.
Woo!
You whole
We're all
bunch
gone.
of nouns.
We're outta
Chat,
here.
you got nouns, and we want them. This is a robbery.
Robbery is an
Haven't we already done that one?
I don't know. Give us your nouns, chat, please and thank you. Peas and
Give us your
carrots.
nouns. You're tired. You're weary.
And
Will this case be a noun court?
This case will not be in noun court, unfortunately. The internet has ruined me, Jamal. You wrote hippo. It's not the word I read. And
I don't even know.
yeah,
I don't even know what you're
Don't worry about
insinuating.
it. If you know, you know.
Hold on.
Alrighty. Your first word is. Your first word is locust.
A date with me is like locusts, because we're probably going to be eating a lot of corn.
A date with me is like a locust. It's the last one you'll ever see.
Date with me is like a locust. We can do this again in 7 years.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late. Date with me is like a locust because it's got a whole lot of legs involved.
Alrighty, your next one is bamboo. Keep those nouns coming. Bamboo.
A date with me is like bamboo, because as soon as you see me, you're gonna say, "Oh shoot."
A date with me is like bamboo, because we're gonna bamboo.
A date with me is like bamboo because it grows quick.
A date with me is like bamboo, because I'm flexible.
A date with me is like bamboo, because I'm nothing but zen.
A date with me is like bamboo because pandas love it.
Alrighty, we're gonna do mascara, a product you're all very familiar with. Mascara.
A date with me is like mascara because I'll change how you view the world.
A date with me is like mascara. I work great on lashes.
A date with me is like mascara. It's got a lot of volume.
A date with me is like mascara because I like a lot of lashes.
Alrighty, our next one is sushi. A date with me is like sushi.
Date with me is like sushi, because when we're together, we're gonna be on a roll.
A date with me is like sushi. I don't mind the taste of fish.
A date with me is like sushi because you might seaweed.
A date with me is like sushi. I'm all vegetarian.
A date with me is like sushi, because you're gonna be happy to sashimi.
A date with me is like sushi. You always think you're getting the fancy restaurant kind, but you always end up getting the gas station sushi.
A date with me is like sushi. I'll serenade you, and it'll be chopsticks.
A date with me is like sushi. Tonight, we're doing it raw. Last one. We're going wide on this one, so get creative. We're doing science.
A date with me is like science because it gets experimental.
A date with me is like science because I'll be your nye guy.
A date with me is like science, because we're gonna have a lot of chemistry.
Alright, I need to redeem myself. Date with me is like science because I'm a one-night stand.
There it is. A date with me is like science because I'm definitely feeling this gravitational attraction.
A date with me is like science. Ooh, we're gonna be dissecting a rat.
Jesus Christ!
Care to elaborate, Max?
No,
Boy, we're gonna
elaboration.
get into the brains. Oh man, we're gonna check out its food, like its stomach. We're gonna see what it ate. Oh man.
Alrighty, moving on. That's the game.
Dissect a rat.
Truly, no words have ever been more attractive.
Oh God, the delivery.
Oh, Tor.
It's like science, and everything will go wrong, and we'll both have anxiety. Yay!
Glad. Very
If you
glad.
guys could go on a date with any one school subject, who would you want to go on a date with?
Sure.
Damn.
There's lots to think about. Chat, who would you go on a date with? What would be your...
They're not gonna text you back after the first one, right?
No, the date...
It's definitely guaranteed to only be one
It's
day.
guaranteed to only one date, but it will be fun. It's not going to be like a bad time.
Do you want us to consider marriage?
No.
French.
Why French?
She's exotic.
You could kiss her, I guess.
I say history, and I know what you're thinking. You're probably
Oh
like,
my
this
god, you're
person's
never
so-
going to get a word in edgewise.
I don't. I like to be more of a listener than a talker.
Alright.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hear me out. Physics because you're gonna go to a theme park.
That's true. Physics is probably going to be a fun date.
Physics is good.
You're gonna go to like ride some roller
but here's
coasters.
the thing.
Physics is
Here's the
quirky,
thing.
kind of fun.
No. Here's the thing, though. I want to go on more dates with physics. So if I know it's guaranteed to only be the one, I don't want to set myself up for that disappointment.
That's true.
Yeah, can't take the heartbreak.
Exactly.
Physics is the real like girl next door vibes, I guess.
Physics begs the question of the girl who you have a massive crush on is moving away in a week. Are you going to ask her out on a date knowing that's the only date you get?
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I would, just because that would be devastating and unnecessary.
You don't think the memories are worth it more than the opportunity for what could be?
I don't know.
Look, as long as I don't know when I'm gonna die, I'm out.
It's true.
True. A frozen pizza could hit me in the head the very next night.
It's true. Chat, you could die from a frozen pizza any moment.
So we all agree, like, if we're playing Fuck, Marry, Kill here, Mary is physics, right?
Wait,
That's what
wait,
the other
wait,
options
hold on,
are.
hold
It always
on.
depends on what the other options are.
All of the classes. Like, we're not doing just 3 options here.
It's not enough work.
I just want to take a break to address what Crabstar just said physics, you think it's going to be a theme park date, but you end up going to tour a nuclear power plant. How is that worse?
Yeah, I'd love to go on a tour with nuclear power plant.
Wait, that sounds rad.
As a date?
As a first date, that's
That'll be
sick.
pretty wild.
Maybe second date it would be fun.
What, you're not into getting the missile the first date?
Whoa!
Max, you once told me you thought, which I agree, this is not shitting on the idea. You once told me
That's
you
good,
thought a cemetery was a good first date.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
How is that different than a nuclear power plant?
Well, look, let's just meet in the middle and go to Chernobyl. It's the best of both worlds.
Oh, jeez.
Is it too soon for Chernobyl jokes? I don't know.
I don't think so.
That series only came out
What's-
5 years ago.
What's the half-life on Chernobyl?
Interesting.
Mary Bio.
I think
person
Bio's got
science.
big marriage potential.
You think?
I think Bio's got big marriage
I don't
potential.
think I have good chemistry with Bio.
What about chemistry?
Well,
How's your
I have
bio?
worse chemistry
Is
with
that
chemistry.
like a 50s doo-wop song that you
I don't have chemistry with Bio. She's just gonna make me cry. Oh.
Is that just a riff of like, don't know much about history?
I
Don't
think
know
my
much
first date
about
would be math. I've been thinking about it.
First date would be math?
Yeah.
Math's kind of shy, a
Can-
little
can you
quirky.
give me more
Yeah,
specific
definitely
math,
the boogie introverted type.
Is there
Oh,
a
like a
specific,
specific math?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pre-calc.
Pre-calc. Yeah.
Wow, that's not the math.
Okay. No, honestly, I kind of agree.
I think I'm
Pretty
attracted to more
smart, but not,
geometry girls.
but
to be
not
honest.
like not gonna get like snobbish.
Where do you think pre-calc is going to take you for a first date?
Pre-calc is definitely going to take me to the opera.
For a first
You
date?
think?
Yeah.
I see more like cafe that's also a bookstore for pre-cal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a cafe
Oh.
with a TV that's playing the opera
Ooh,
on it.
Plastic Citizen has a point.
Plastic has a great
Oh,
point.
wait,
It's
let
just
me-
boobs.
Let me flip around our monitor upside down real quick.
Whoa!
Oh, nice!
That actually wouldn't work upside down because that's
It would be spoob. What up? I'm Spoob.
Welcome to my crib.
That's what I meant, plastic.
Yeah, spoon. This topic got out of hand quickly. This whole show got out of hand quickly.
I really want to meet the person whose nickname is Spoob.
Maybe our next streamer.
Spoob.
You're just saying spoob with a P.
Spoob. Kinda.
Spoob.
Spoob.
You're not saying a B.
Oh.
At the beginning.
Saddle's new hit single, I Don't Have Chemistry. Hey-oh!
Hey.
Nice,
Thanks for the
thanks.
clip.
Tor, I feel like these science talks are really hitting personal. I don't mean to call you out if it's too
I
real.
was also thinking about like good like home ec.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I mean that's
I've
the
always seen
person
home ec as a
everyone-
little pretentious, to
I
be
mean-
honest. They're definitely old school Republican.
Home ec,
Yeah.
home ec
Oh.
wants
Yeah.
home ec wants to settle down and get married like way too quickly.
But
They're
that's
like,
the
can we
problem.
just like be young and have fun?
But
And
the
they're
problem
like,
is home ec's
"This is
goal is home ec is looking to get married.
Yeah.
They don't care who
They're
it's
dating
with.
to marry.
They're dating
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
They're
I
gonna
get
marry
it.
the first person who doesn't break up with them after 2 years.
I
That's
kind of
really
think
what
think-
it
I
comes
kind of
down
think home ec is going to take you to their farm to see the animals for their first date.
I think you have a very
Feels
different
like
vision of who home ec is
Mm-hmm.
than I do. I think if it's only one night and it's gonna go well, PE, not a bad choice.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
obviously,
that's shot.
they're
That's just
physically
looks,
they're there.
right,
Yeah.
Where's the substance?
I know, you're right. It's not.
PE's got no
Health,
brains.
probably into some freaky stuff.
Health. Okay, now health is way more interesting than PE. If I'm being honest.
The problem is we had very different healths, and I can already tell from this conversation because our health class, we watched Mean Girls, and the teacher said, "All right, that covers sex, abstinence, drugs," and like listed 5 other things, and then we watched Shrek.
I'm just pretty sure my health is the health I had, which is a repressed Catholic girl. So I'm
Oh no, that's not the health I see. The health I know is, like you said, would be into some freaky shit, but also very
Like
knowledgeable.
you've never met a repressed Catholic.
Well, no, but you didn't let me finish the sentence. Also, very knowledgeable about that stuff.
True.
Like, really knows their way
Oh,
around
yeah.
everything, and like takes it very like does like
Gumboots
the
with
proper
the
protection.
sun.
Hey!
A double baby.
Double baby. I agree.
Double baby all the way across the sky.
Oh God! Catch that baby! Both of them. I agree with Snorglug. Shop class would be really fun to go on a
that's
date.
good.
with.
Oh,
shop
shop
class
class
is
is
that's
fun.
a
They're gonna have great stories.
That'd be cool.
Shop class to me is someone who definitely
So
like,
chill.
took a gap year, did some cool, crazy traveling in Europe.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
definitely missing some fingers.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
I don't judge.
They're still a cool person.
Yeah, J-Mold, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Also, the kind of shit I'm talking about is, when are we getting alcohol suppositories?
Is that what you're talking about, Steve?
Well, I was agreeing with the statement and then transition. Why don't we have alcohol
Do you
suppositories?
mean like why has a
like
company
right
not done
now?
this?
Are you
Yeah,
actually
this is very
asking this
second.
question?
This
Not-
was
not like us,
this is
like,
a
why is
This is
a
one of the hypotheticals.
Why is a company?
Oh, damn.
All right, next game. This next game is for Dan. Good.
Bye, Dan.
It's a game called Playing with Myself. Y'all know it. You all love it. What we need, we can all reminisce about our bad high school health ed classes later. What we need is a location. So go ahead and give us a location, and we will do the rest. That's all we're looking for.
I'm making a mental note that if we do tier lists again, we should do like dating classes or dating subjects as a tier list.
Okay. This is all just good research for the anime I've been working on for years. Open Source Academy.
Right, Open Source Academy. Yep.
Oh man. Alrighty. Yeah, crap. That's a great one.
Love it.
Perfect. Daniel, you're gonna be doing playing with myself with what did I say?
Zip line.
Ziplining training class.
Okay. Oh, hi. You here for the class? Oh, great. That'll be $10. Right. I don't make the price. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Card? Thank you. All right. So, have you ziplined before? Didn't need all of that, but thanks anyway. So what you want to do first is, here, take this hook. Come on, just take it. Take it. Thank you. All right, so you take that hook. I'm going to take mine, and we're just going to go down the mountain, all right? What do you mean? Oh, come on, that'll be fine. You already paid me $10. You have to go off the mountain. Well, I can't give you your money back. You're going to lose $10? Is that how you live your life, huh? All right, you know what? Hey, what's that over there? Yeah. Yeah. Have fun. I didn't even give the safety harness to you, punk. $10 of mine.
See? Wow, what an aggressive
Oh,
ziplining
yeah.
class. Oh, man, I don't know. Good stuff. Steve, have you ever been ziplining?
Like small scale ziplining, nothing like super interesting.
Oh.
Like we did a high tree rope course, which you had to like jungle gym your way through, and then at the end you get to zip line.
I think it's high key rope course.
Actually, it's called cope.
It's got an office.
Dom, you're not allowed to gym.
Did you just gym us?
I can do what I want. Alrighty, Dan. Are you ready?
Yep.
And go. Did it work?
Oh, hi. You here for the class? Yeah, I am. Oh, great. That'll be $10. Oh, I thought it was free. I thought it came with the cruise. I don't make the price. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Card? Yeah. Here, sorry. All right. So, have you ziplined before? No. I've never eat all of that, but thanks anyway. So what you want to do first is here, take this hook. Okay. Come on, just take it. Okay. Yeah. Take it. You're not letting go. Right, so take that hook. I'm gonna take mine, and we're just gonna go down the mountain. All right. Wait. This. Oh, I didn't even realize that was there. Oh, come on, that'll be fun. No, it's. I've already paid me $10. You have to go off the mountain. That's fine. I just wasted so much money. Give you money back. You're gonna lose $10? Yeah. Is that how you live your life, huh? Okay, I don't need your judgment. Alright, you know what? What? Hey, what's that over there? What? Sir! Oh! Ah! Yeah. Have fun. I didn't even give the safety harness to you, punk. $10 of mine.
Scene. You know what's crazy about that scene to me, Daniel? What? Your first character, I thought, was just getting sassed and was getting bullied, and I was like, this poor worker just trying to live his life. And then your second character came in, scared child, and I was like, oh, this guy's a jerk.
Evil, straight up evil.
Straight up evil person.
You gotta give them a different read the second time they watch it.
Yeah, I was just convinced this next person was gonna come in and be so obnoxious, but no, they were just a poor person. Also, I like that scene implies that you went all the way up the mountain not knowing what you were getting into.
Yeah.
And you had to get there and then look down and then decide.
It was too high. Yeah.
Sometimes you don't know you don't want to do something until you see it in front of you.
That's the exact time, though, where you need to do it.
Well, I didn't know I was going to die the day.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Yeah.
If you had known you were going to die.
You forgot.
Yeah, I did, though.
Oh.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
He's not living.
He's not living.
Did you hit your head on a frozen pizza?
On the way down?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What is? I don't know.
You'll.
All right.
We'll see. Alex,
How's Chatteroni doing?
Chat, how you doing?
They're fine. Don't worry about them.
Well, I worry about them.
Chat's like the
Can't
kid,
not worry.
you know, the parent who like doesn't care too much. You're like, oh, they're fine. Don't worry about them.
No. I watch too much true crime for that to ever
They're
be.
hanging from the raptors. They're fine.
From the raptors? They're hanging from the raptors!
They are.
Oh no!
Have you seen Jurassic Park? The kids are getting chased by the dinosaurs and they're all like, they're fine. Leave them alone.
Don't worry. They can't open doors.
We're all waiting for them. I'm watching. I'm waiting as I'm watching him make it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Alex is gonna have to do this in a separate room so we don't get distracted. Oh man, Chad, if you guys could see this. Oh.
Yeah, Chad is just unsupervised right now. Dan, they ate all of our pixie sticks.
Oh man.
Oh, no.
We've got to put a lock on our cabinets so that they can't raid the pantry
You know what?
every time.
We'll take the lock off the gun safe and put it on the pixie stick safe,
That's-
and that way,
That sounds like
it's
a
the
good
best way to divvy up
compromise.
the resources.
Did you guys ever start a pixie stick?
No.
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 You didn't?
No, because, no.
What,
I kept the
not
6 brain cells I had as a kid.
even like in middle school?
No.
On a dare?
No.
No.
Really?
No.
Max, I was a good noodle.
I was also a very good noodle, but I still snorted it.
Imagine the same tone, but we're just talking about cocaine. Like the same exact tone.
You know what college taught me? More people in my life have done cocaine than I realized.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I just remember, like, I was in a meeting one time, and this guy was like, oh, I just came back from Mexico. And this girl was like, oh, the cocaine there's really good. And the guy was like, yeah. And I was waiting for the social, ha ha ha. And he was like, did you try this kind? And she was like, no, but I did try this kind. And I was like, what is this meeting I'm in right now?
I'm joking.
No. But I was amazed how many conversations I ended up in that were shockingly similar to that.
Alright, amid merch says you can't gym me.
Kind of looks like you, Alex, to be honest.
I thought it did as well.
Yeah.
It's this one dimple. That's what does it for me.
That dimple. that damn dimple.
I got the dimples.
What's that line? Does anyone know that line from 13 Reasons Why, where they're like, that
That
damn
smile.
smile?
Yeah, I know the memes of it.
Yeah. Just thinking of that damn dimple.
Wow, chat's really going to town with these quotes, just really keeping us honest, huh?
They're all of just stuff Max said.
They're all of terrible things we've all said.
Yeah. God, we need some. Put a few quote commands in there to find some of the old ones that we used to do.
Yeah, just rapid fire some random quote roulette here. Let's see what we come up with.
No, it's
fix
gonna
the
stay. No,
perfect picture.
no, it's staying.
What?
I think they're talking about wasted potential.
No, I'm trying to make one crooked and it won't go crooked, so that's
yes.
tragedy.
What was the
You
topic?
stop conjugating circus. Circi? Circus?
Oh, supposedly wasted potential. To be fair, that is a tour one. That is a tour. That is a tour picture.
That's fair.
It just needs a little nudge.
There you go.
Nice.
No, it's good.
What's the cooldown on the quote?
I think it's like 5 seconds.
Okay.
So, because that's like the minimum.
In the chat MMO, the quote power has a 5-second cooldown.
It does. True. But it's key to the hotbar. Pretty.
At $150 on Go Fish.
What?
Yep. Good.
Sounds right to me.
We're becoming a nostalgia stream.
We are becoming.
We don't make anything new. We just reminisce about the past.
I do. We've kind of already circled this topics like this tonight. I have a theory that all relationships, and it could be any kind of relationship, exists on kind of a timeline, and that in every relationship there's 2 phases, a doing and a remembering phase, and that the secret to long-lasting relationships, be these romantic, friendship, otherwise, is to prolong the doing as long as possible, because when you do things with people, you create memories and that kind of stuff. It's inevitable that all relationships end up.
What? What did we even? What? What even was that?
Thanks for this in deep discussion, and then just the quote bot comes out as Ringo Weed?
That was one of my
That's one of
comics.
Max's
Ringo
comics.
Weed?
That's one of Max's comics.
It's a sitcom of the Beatles.
Yeah.
where John found Ringo's weed.
Anyways, so you prolongate the doing so that you can because that gives you more fodder for the remembering phase, right? As much as you put in the beginning is what you get in the end. Because I found that most relationships end when you stop having things to remember. Like a lot of friends that have I've seen like very close friendships over the year that have kind of pattered out because there's no more doing.
So you think like marriages that have lasted like decades
Have
just
a lot
have
of doing in
really
them.
long doing phases?
Yeah.
Can you go back into the doing phase if you're in the remembering phase?
So it's not like a hard switch. There's like definitely like an overlap period where you start to remember more and more because it's just you get to a point when you're hanging out with someone and you're like, oh, remember that time and they're like, yeah, and then we did that thing and you just go, yeah, and you just sit there and then there's never like okay, let's go do another thing. You've hit the remembering phase of your relationship. Anyways, that's my hypothesis, my social theory.
So go do. Go get out there and
Stop
do.
watching
Do
Twitch.
or do not. There is no remember.
Get out there and do.
As soon as the show is over, go do something.
Yeah. Show and tell live. Go do.
Go do.
Go do.
Just do it.
Just
Oh,
do.
wait.
Just do.
Can't have that one.
I should change that one. What? That's our next game.
Oh!
my goodness.
How about that?
This next game is called Change. All we're gonna need is a suggestion of a relationship.
I don't like how that drawing is just staring at the camera over your shoulder.
It's constantly jimming.
Yeah, you're constantly being gymmed.
Why not? You should have stayed on longer. That's a man worth talking to. That's hysterical. What a good cold open.
Hey, trouble.
I have heard like my friends say that they've opened with pretty much that line. Except more gross, honestly.
Oh, well, that's not good. Don't be gross.
Well, not like gross, just like
What's this
More
game,
barfy.
Dom?
This game's called Change. It's kind of like Freeze, but there's 2 people. I'm gonna hit a button that says Change. I gotta find the camera, and when I do, they'll have to change whatever their last suggestion was. You all can also yell change too, couch folk.
Not just suggestion.
They'll have to change whatever the last thing they said or did or sound was, and we'll go from there. Alrighty. Any of these suggestions standing out as particularly exciting to you, Max?
me.
Yes, you, Max.
Me.
You, Max.
We've got some good ones in here. Nope.
Gulp.
I like.
Spit it out, boy.
I like Taurus. I like Taurus.
Say it.
A waiter trying to fill the water and a person who was just broken up with at a restaurant.
Excellent. Alrighty. Y'all ready for this?
Yep.
Alrighty. Let's see the waiter and the person who got dumped. Starting now.
Hey, Trouble.
I just, do you need a fill? Or?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Just top me off, I guess.
Change how you're pouring.
Alright, going for the side pour. You know, professionals do this.
Get more ice in the cup that way.
Yeah, so it's entirely ice.
Like, well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you barely get any water in that. Do you want me to fill the other one too?
No.
No?
Change your answer.
Shh. Okay. I'll just drink two at once then.
Alright. Ice for you. Wait, two at once?
Yeah.
Steve, change your understanding of the math of the situation.
So, are you expecting should I get another glass for you? Or
I'm alone.
You're alone.
I'm alone.
And you booked a table for two.
I wasn't.
You weren't alone.
I planned on not being alone.
Change.
Yeah, it's so I can have more room all for myself.
Change.
They were here 5 minutes ago.
Change.
I figured I could fit more food on the table of a 2-person table than a 1-person table. So here I am.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's good. I'm the water person, but I can
change your title.
I've been the water boy my whole life.
Change.
They call me the moistener.
Oh wow! Wow. Well,
it's not really a good name because it's
that's on your paycheck.
No, that's just what the guys back because I tended to accidentally dribble on people like that.
Yeah, you missed my cup there.
Change.
Oh, thank you. You hiding the fact that I peed myself.
Change.
My pants look better this way anyways. The dark color of them being wet really brings out the brown.
The
brown of the pants.
Okay.
I'm not. I can control myself. Look, you're making this night a lot worse for me.
Change.
Look, you're the only human contact I've had, and it's really helping me out. So if you could just stay here and keep talking about how bad you are at your job, I'd appreciate it.
But I thought I was. Am I not?
Steve, change.
I mean, the restaurant was gonna leave me too a week ago. Thank you. Oh, it's all ice. Oh,
see. Wow.
Oh my lord.
That was such a tasty relationship in that scene.
It's like, I don't know how to make this physical, so I guess we're just gonna get in there.
If you can't go physical, go deep.
Wow.
True.
let's go deeper.
Good stuff. Good to see you, Tara. How's it going?
Oh yeah,
What's up, Tar Pit?
Willkommen.
Oh, they didn't like your font choice, Daniel. Or your transitions.
Oh.
Well, also, I love that of all the choices of fonts, Wingdings was the first one that came up, and I was like, I don't understand the context for what this is.
We said
They
that was
figured it out. And we knew that risk. They're like, all right.
Just random hieroglyphs show up on the screen every once in a while during this game.
We came up with an idea for a restaurant. What was the name of it, Steve?
Like a real restaurant?
The Wingding restaurant.
Oh, no, this wasn't a restaurant idea. This was like a promotion at a restaurant.
Oh.
So you know how bars have wing night? We have Wingding night, where they print the entire menu as Wingdings, shuffle around their things, and you have to point, and that's what you get.
I cannot wait for the first allergy lawsuit to come from
so you get half off, but you do have to eat whatever they bring you.
Well, no one's force feeding you, but whatever you get, you paid for and ordered.
Maybe they do it where it's like all you can eat sushi, where it's all you can eat, like it's a standard price, but anything you don't finish, you also pay for.
Right. Yeah.
I think they can also just be like. It would also be weird if you order something and they're like, do you have an allergy to seafood? And you're like, fuck, what did I order? You know?
Well, that's kind of like those restaurants where everything is pitch black and they just bring out, you eat
What?
dark. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a sensory experience because you get to taste better.
I like this.
So you go to this restaurant, it's completely like pitch black, and then they just come out and they're like, all the waiters have like night vision goggles, and they come and like put food on your plate, and you don't know what it is.
I want to be a waiter there so bad.
Imagine how easy it would be to spit in someone's food.
Yeah. Or what if just halfway through their meal you sneak up to their table, switch the dishes, and leave without them ever knowing, and then all of a sudden they go to take a bite and they're like, this tastes totally different.
There are so many, before you talk about a movie, there are so many restaurants where they're like, yes, we earned our stars by fucking with our guests. Like, there's this one episode of Chef's Table with this guy who my sister's obsessed with, and his whole thing is just like messing with food and the concept of what a meal is. So like, there's one where in the middle of it, there's like a little like thing that's like an open flame that is like grilling the one course, and then the chef's or the waiter comes out and he's like, time for your second course, but he doesn't bring any food out. He cuts open the thing that had a flame, and the food was cooked underneath it in the other like in the thing that had the flame in it. And then he takes that and puts it on your plate, and you're like, what is this?
That's wild.
And then he made like helium sugar balloons that look like little like sacks.
Oh.
You know how the frogs look in Shrek?
Yeah.
That's what they look like. Sugar.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's what it looks like. But he hands you like a little sugar balloon of helium. It's crazy. And they have scent pillows that, like, as you eat, like you cut things on the thing, it shoots out a scent from the pillow.
Wow.
Like spores?
Yeah.
Anyways, food is it's like fashion now. There are no rules.
Yeah.
What?
So the Wingding restaurant's gonna really kick.
Yeah, Wingding's actually pretty on par for that.
Because if anything, if someone wanted to cheat, they could. They could.
Sure. They could bring a key.
If
It's
they go to Google
kids
Translate,
who play Minecraft and want to know what enchantment they're getting, so they look it up.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Or like whenever you play Zumbinis.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it just tells you the enchantments now, though.
Oh, that's kids these days.
I know. Like, when enchantment first came out, you just had to get lucky. But now it tells you.
That fucking back in my day.
Back in my day, Minecraft didn't tell you what enchantment you were getting. You just had to hope it was Featherfall.
Holy shit.
You had to waste your diamond pickaxe like the rest of us.
The first time I ever played Minecraft, this was back in the days where iron was still rare, and my friends were like, "Oh shit, we found a piece of iron on the like the top level." Oh, we gotta come back to that, and I was like, "Oh, cool. I'll just get that for them while they're waiting." Not realizing that you needed a pickaxe to get it, so I just punched it for like 20 minutes until it disappeared, and they came back. They were like, "Steve, where's the iron?" And I went, "Well, I thought I got it, but I guess I didn't." And they were like, "You fucker!"
I think it was fake iron, guys. That one that didn't work.
Didn't last.
Sorry, I'm still thinking about the Wingding restaurant. I think it's such a great idea because if Netflix has taught us anything, it's that people hate to choose, right? People hate choosing things. So if it's all Wingdings, you're like, oh, I'll do this one, haha, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna do this one, haha, and then you just get something.
I think it wouldn't be as successful as you think because I think people would be too scared of the couple of things on the menu that they don't want to get or don't like, and so they would be like, "Ooh, if I get that, then I'm not gonna eat it. I'm gonna waste my money," and so then they just don't participate.
I mean, there are things like tasting menus where you don't know what you're signing up for, but you can do at the top where you're like, "I don't want like seafood." And they're like, "Cool," and then they just kind of cater around that.
Yeah. Well, what if they just do that anyway? To be like, "Hey, I don't want this. I'm gonna order this. Does that conflict?" And they're like, "No," and then they're like, "All right."
See, I mean, you could even do a thing maybe at Wingdings where you like. They have different menu selections, so it's all the same massive like thing, but they'll hand you a specific menu based on what your requirements are. So you're like gluten-free, and they're like, okay, here's the gluten-free Wingding menu. And then maybe the real secret of it is, those don't actually translate to anything, and the chef just serves you whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. At the highest price.
At the highest price, yeah.
Oh.
It's the illusion of free will.
My problem with Wingding Night is inherently I feel like the concept is something that would go with like a sports bar, but it would have to be a pretentious fucking restaurant
Yeah.
to
It would
do
have-
something like
Buffalo
that.
has to be
And
Wild
those don't,
Wingdings.
those don't
Yeah,
go
that's
together.
It would have. I get the sports bar vibe, but I think it also needs to be something with a robust enough menu.
Yeah, I want someone to get fucking seitan wings, you know, and
Like-
have to eat that.
Like that's what I'm saying is I feel like a wing night has to have a sports bar vibe, but the Wingding Night would only be a place that would have to be pretentious, and I don't think those mix properly.
No. I just. It's right there. It's all right there. It's not any meal, and you just randomly get a meal. It's what flavor of wings you get. So they have their wing menu, and then it's all in wingdings. And then you choose, and surprise, you got garlic parm wings. Except there are a couple on there that are like anchovy oil.
I thought of it.
So is this just Bertie Bott's?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the fart flavored wings.
Why should we stop there? Say you can order as many things you want on the menu, but the things are just raw ingredients. And then the chef looks at what you ordered and has to fucking figure out what to make.
That's too much work for the chef.
Hibachi?
That's too much work for the chef.
Yeah, we're trying to
gotta
minimize
be-
the back end.
But,
Yeah.
but you gotta think about how much you can charge for something like that.
Do you guys ever think maybe we should be in charge of customer service oriented?
Okay, final question. Does the server have to write down their order in wingdings?
They don't if none of it actually doesn't matter.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
They're just like, how many meals? They just write a big number of how many meals it is. Slap it down.
Look, if we've already convinced people to go to those restaurants where all they do is insult you the whole time, we can get people to buy anything as long as we're creative about how we present it. That's true. That's really what it comes down
People
to.
just want to grab their friend, do something with them, so that way they can reminisce about it before their friendship ends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
Let's make a restaurant where all of the wait staff is like multilingual in. They don't all have to speak all languages, but you've got just about every language covered. And then
how many languages there are in India?
Okay. Not every language, just a large pool of languages, you know?
Right, sure.
And then
Think of how
you
high
give
have
them
to pay those waiters.
you give them the drink menu, you give them the appetizer menu, and you give them the language menu. Or I guess before the other two menus, you give them the language menu and you say, what language would you like to be served in tonight? And then they pick a language, and then their waiter only speaks to them in that language.
What kind of cultured restaurant? Do you know how America works?
What are you gonna do?
I'm saying they're not going to understand them. But they
Then
just
why not
choose
just
like,
speak
I feel like
gibberish like plastic said?
listening to
They will-
French.
they will.
Because they want to know that they're listening to a language.
Right.
Or at least they think. So that's the thing. If you can get someone to convincingly seem like they're speaking French, fine. But then also if you get someone who's bilingual in French and they're like, I want to listen to Dr. Jimmy!
Get
Jimmy!
You just got
You
Jim!
can't Jimmy!
We're gonna play our next game. Our next game is a game we're calling 2 Cents, but it's spelled differently. Get over it.
Get over it.
2 cents.
Yeah. So who's not in this game?
Those
We are not.
These
They
Alex
are.
funky
Why don't you
fellas.
come host this game? I got it.
Oh,
Okay.
Alex.
Here I come.
Alex, we're so proud of you.
Well, thanks. I'm moving up in the world.
Moving up in the
Oh, I
world.
guess we should just leave.
Go to your.
Yeah, get outta here.
Hey, hi everybody. How's it going? All right, so this game is called 2 Cents. The way it's going to work, you might have seen it on Whose Line before, is we're going to have 3 people in a scene, but 2 of those people in the scene only can use 2 lines each. So Max will get 2 lines and he can only switch between those 2 lines, and Dan will get 2 lines and he can only switch between those 2 lines. So what we need from you, chat, is just short phrases. don't make them too specific. Like, you don't want to be like, the cow bit my knee. But just like short phrase. I mean, you could. But they're all giving me a look like, why not? And I'm like, okay, guys. But just give me some phrases like, hey, are you looking at me? You know, stuff that can be applicable. And we're gonna give them those phrases that then they are going to have to use in a scene. Steve, you want to help pick these phrases?
Sure.
All right. Let's start with Dan's phrases.
Me.
All right.
Get your pigeon.
Sorry, Krabby Star mentioned this 2 cents being the Commerce Bank game.
Yes.
So
Sponsored.
sponsored by a dead bank. I like Tor's You Wanna Go, Bro.
Okay, so one of Dan's is you want to go, bro. Let's see. And yep, Dan's other one is from Skittlebean. That's not ripe yet. So Dan's 2 phrases are you want to go, bro, and that's not ripe yet. All right, now we're going to Max. Let's see. What's Max? Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, okay, we'll go with Crab Stars. How about tomorrow? Max's first phrase is how about tomorrow?
All right, and
Let's see. We'll get a couple more just to see what we
Yeah,
do.
wait, because I
keep them
do
coming.
not
You're
have
doing
the physical capacity to
You're doing great so far.
scroll up, unfortunately.
Should we give him a hard one?
Sure. Max, your second phrase is tape me up and call me a gift.
Okay.
So, can you guys just quickly go over your phrases again?
Mine are you want to go, bro, and that's not ripe yet.
Yep.
And mine are, how about tomorrow?
And take me up and call me a gift.
Yep. Okay. So now Max and Dan can only use those phrases, and we are going to switch over to Dom.
Can we get a party theme?
Oh, right. We need. Oops. I'm going back to me. Where's the game? There it is. No, that's not. I need. How do I go to me?
It's okay.
There we go. Hi, it's me. Okay.
And I'm here too.
Ignore the music. Ignore the transition music. We're not transitioning to anything. I need a party theme. What's a theme for a party? What kind of party are these guys at?
And it doesn't have to be a good party. I know I've been to a lot of bad ones.
Some good, some bad.
Funeral. Party.
Oh, what a party.
My favorite type of party.
Oh, man.
It's a celebration of life.
I hope so. Yeah. Divorce?
It's a
Wow.
celebration of a new life.
Chat,
guys.
you guys are in a mood, huh?
Yeah, chat, you okay?
Makeup.
Ooh, I like...
No. Wait, what's all the no's for all of a sudden?
They're not in an okay place.
They're not okay. All right, cool.
Intervention is another one. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Thanks, guys.
Why don't we go with Crabstar's suggestion of a Tupperware party?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, a Tupperware party. Okay,
That's
so
not
As we all
depressing.
learned, is named after a Tupper. That's his name. Tupper.
Okay, so let's head on over to a Tupperware party.
Oh boy, if I peddle enough of this Tupperware on my friends and family and colleagues, I will become a platinum Tupperware, and then I will get a new SUV with my name engraved in Tupperware font. You just walk into my house?
You want to go, bro?
No, sorry, not looking to fight. This is a welcoming space. Why don't you have a seat over here and I'll get the stuff from the closet. Are you excited? Have you ever been to a Tupperware party before? It's not like a regular party.
You want to go, bro?
No, don't leave! Don't leave! No, we need to wait. The other guests are gonna arrive shortly. It'll be great. I have quite the collection. Oh, that's the door. I'll go get the door.
Wrap me up and call me a present!
Oh, you're such a charmer. Come on in and meet my friend. Oh, thank you. You're not really supposed to bring your own Tupperware. You're supposed to leave with mine, but that's okay. Don't worry.
How about tomorrow?
Oh, no. The party's right now. I'll keep this, though, and we'll get you some Tupperware samples.
Wrap me up and call me a present.
Well,
That's not ripe yet.
I'm so sorry. You know, that's never an issue if you store it in the Tupperware. That keeps things nice and ripe.
How about tomorrow?
Okay, maybe it'll ripen up tomorrow. We'll just scoop this cheese out. It's okay. Look, I think you two are gonna have a wonderful time here. I have gotten such good reviews about this.
That's not ripe yet.
Okay, they're still coming in, but people have promised they're going to write them and they're going to be glowing. Just like both of your skin, you both look so healthy.
Don't wrap me up and call me a present.
Well, you are a charmer, you.
Do you want to go, bro?
How about tomorrow?
Oh my god, this is so exciting.
That's not ripe yet. Do you want to go, bro?
Wrap me up and call me a present.
Okay, this is adorable, but you cannot leave yet because you haven't even seen the goods. All right.
How about tomorrow?
Oh, are you guys busy?
Do you want to go, bro?
You guys are leaving? You just got here.
Wrap me up and call me a present.
No. You can't just give me a present and take it away.
That's not ripe yet.
Oh my god, it's so mean.
And scene.
This party turned on me. I'm a good host.
Wow.
You're a great little pyramid scheme host, but unfortunately, love wins.
Oh man.
I'm kind of mad. Now I'm upset. It's kind of like when you have a dream and you get mad
They
at somebody.
found love.
I only had lines that said, I'm not happy with this and I want to leave. So that was the only direction we could go.
Oh man. That was good.
Good horse claps. Let's see a bear clap.
New 2 cents. Anybody get you get it? 2 cents?
You get 2 sentences.
2 cents.
Two
You get
sentences.
you get our joke.
We
You
got
get
it.
you
Yeah.
got it. You
We
get
had
our joke.
10
You
minutes.
get it.
Okay, thank you.
The original name for that game was terrible, so we were workshopping names beforehand. I mean, it's no Judge Judy Executioner, but our options were 2 cents or Duolingo.
Our other top contender was Duolingo. Yeah.
We thought that would be too aggressive.
Yeah.
Trigger.
Play again, much like.
Good.
Right
Good to
now?
know. Good to know.
No, not
Is that
right.
a gun?
Oh!
Where'd you get that? Alrighty, we're gonna roll right into our next game because
Hey.
we've already had too much wild banter for tonight. This is a game where bringing back from the dead thematic.
Did we ever actually play this game?
Yeah,
Oh, we did.
I think so.
We haven't played. This is a game we haven't been able to play for the entirety of quarantine, which means it's brand new for a lot of you. This is a game called Fortune Teller. So what we're gonna need first is for Alex to
outta here.
not
Get outta
a
here.
single thing we're saying.
I'm putting the earbuds in my ears. Oh, I gotta get my phone so I can play the music.
Please don't
stop the music.
Yeah.
So Steve here is going to go get his fortune told, and pop over. So, like any good fortune, you're going to find out 3 things about your life, Steve, and these are 3 things that we're going to need provided by you, chat. So the first thing we're going to need is what's something good that's going to happen in Steve's life. This could be monetary. It could be I don't know. Steve, what are some good things you'd like to happen in your real life?
Yeah, so examples that we've used in the past was I inherited a motorcycle.
Well, that's a good one. I mean, someone had to die. Not good, but
I mean, not optimal, but
True.
it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
sure.
And another great thing is finding $5.
That's a good one.
That's a fun one. Ooh, we got some of them coming in now.
Oh, these are good. These are good.
Ooh.
Wow, that's quite the leap, Tor. How about we combine Tor and Jamal's? Steve, you're gonna eat a cake shaped like a dog. Yep, that's the good thing that's gonna happen to you, my guy.
Oh, did we get a follow
Oh.
at Eve Heart Improv?
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. Glad to see you.
Wait, I Heart Improv. Sorry, I'm blind.
Harmony Improv.
eHarmony Improv.
We played that game earlier.
A sketch about Goblin? We could, but we're doing another game right now. All right. So second thing that we're gonna need is so that's your good thing, Steve. You found a cake shape, or you're gonna eat a cake shaped like a dog.
Yeah.
Second thing is Steve is gonna meet somebody famous. Could be a real person, a fictional person. It's just an iconic individual or character. So let us know. Let us know. So what is a famous person?
So that's a deep question, Dom. Sometimes people consider famous people just by the amount of sheer wealth or popularity or power or. Guys, we gotta think of something other than Dolly Parton.
This is good. I like Bo Burnham. I think it's pretty topical. I'm interested to see how they interpret it. So we're gonna do Bo Burnham as the famous person.
Okay.
Figure it out. Figure it out. And then lastly, like any good fortune, Steve needs to know how he's gonna die.
Wait.
So,
Wait, I thought I want to know when. Okay, fine. I'm gonna die, guys.
yeah, Steve's gonna know when he's gonna die. So, or how he's gonna die, I should say.
Yes.
So how is Steve going to die? I know what we're all. I know what we all think the obvious answer is. Yep, there it is, plastic. I think it would be a little on the nose. We're trying to make Alex work for it. Remember, that's the secret.
Yeah, I mean, when a pie hits your sky, when your pie. I had this, and then I immediately had a stroke. So
I actually really like ate too much pudding. Steve, I think that's how you're gonna die.
all right,
Yeah,
do
ate too much pudding.
our ghosts got that up?
Okie dokie. Now we're gonna jump in and let's go visit the fortune teller.
Sorry, I didn't see you there, sweetie. How can I help you today?
I've been sitting here for 10 minutes.
Right, well, when I get in the zone, you know how it is.
Okay, well.
Anyways, are you here because you want some kind of prediction or something?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like a palm reading or something simple.
Let me see your palm. No, I can't read that, no. How about I'll just contact the spirits and we'll see what they can do for you, huh?
Okay.
Spirits, come out and play, spirits. Oh, there you are, you two cuties. How are you doing? Oh, lovely, lovely. All right, well, this guy over here wants to learn about himself, so let's just start out with a prediction, huh? Let's just get a prediction for him. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I mean, I like to have fun. I would call myself adventurous. I like to go on adventures.
Do you like animals?
Yeah, I like
dogs, perhaps.
Oh yeah, I love dogs.
Tell me, do you like office work? Do you like cutting things with those large guillotine paper cutters?
Oh, I hate my office job.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, but I think someone at the office might be planning something for you.
Oh, is it Marie?
Is it a special day coming up soon?
I mean...
Are you getting older?
Yeah, my birthday's coming up.
Oh, well, I don't want to spoil the surprise, but the spirits want to, so I'm going to tell you. There's a dog inside of the cake.
Oh my god, like a stripper?
No, just a dog. No, wait, no, it's not. It's not in the cake. It's not going to be in the cake. The cake is going to be shaped like a dog.
Oh,
it's your favorite.
That's awesome.
Good job, spirits. Oh, wow, well, this is interesting. It seems like you're going to be meeting someone very soon.
I like to meet people. That's something I wrote on my bio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, would you like meeting famous people? I think this person is very talented.
Oh, do I have to buy subscribers?
Debatable. But, just a whole range of emotions here. I think, there's sadness and mournfulness. They play so many instruments. There's the piano and the guitar and singing and they're trapped in a box. They're a really famous mime. but they sing. I've never heard of a singing mime before.
I mean,
Spirits.
I would say I prefer clowns, but like not real
Oh,
clowns.
do you like
more
puppets?
Pretentious people.
What about puppets?
I mean, I like simple puppets. They're nothing too crazy, because then they
Like
get creepy.
Muppets?
Like socks. I don't
Oh,
know.
interesting. Oh, sad singing sock puppets.
Oh.
Obviously, you're going to meet Kermit the Frog.
Why?
Oh, wait, no. Oh, it's Bo Burnham. It's Bo Burnham. Oh, wow, exciting.
That's exciting.
Yeah, he doesn't look too pleased to see you, but you know, a meeting's a meeting, I guess.
Okay.
Right, well, Spirits, you sure you wanna, you sure about this?
Well, I think they should let me know, because I paid to be here, so.
Yeah, okay. There you are, sitting, enjoying your meal. Maybe it's dessert? Is it, dessert,
Is
ice
this the dog
cream?
cake?
No, it's not the dog cake. That already happened, and now I think you're washing it down with some ice cream, perhaps?
I'm not a huge ice cream guy.
Oh, that's too bad. It's pretty good. Frosty Delight helps you live longer, I've heard. Don't quote me on it. You're going to, you have to peel it. It's pudding. Oh, interesting. Oh, you're a pudding boy.
Yeah, I love pudding.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow, you're really going to town on that pudding.
Oh, I love me some pudding.
Oh my God, how many cups did you eat?
Oh, I've had like so much.
Stop eating. No, stop eating the pudding. Oh my God. Oh, it's too much. It's too much for the human body to bear. The pudding. And that's it. That's where your fortune ends.
Oh, like I die?
It seems like you died of pudding overdose.
Oh no!
It's just too much to bear.
Oh, that's... Oh.
Well,
no.
at least you went out doing what you loved.
Wait, so I think I need to write this down. What did you say all that happened?
Oh, and our time is up. I'm so sorry, dear. Just real quick, enough for a recap. Basically, you're going to go and get a dog for your birthday. And then you're going to meet Bo Burnham.
Okay.
And then you're going to die of pudding overdose.
Oh. I was happy, now I'm sad.
Yeah, well, you know, a dog and pudding isn't too bad of a trade-off, I suppose.
Yeah.
Scene. Good.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Wow. That game is so fantastic. I love it so much.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
It's everything I wanted and more.
It's one of those Dan masterpieces where he act like we
The
told
tech
him
is
some
so good.
We told him some crazy shit and he was like no, and then we said but, and he goes okay fine. And he made it look so good.
So good.
Please, can we go into Crystal Ball?
We want to be spirits in the crystal ball.
And now it's time for our last game of the evening.
Wow.
We're doing some singing. So this is another just Irish drinking song. So chug, chug, chug.
This is a routine at this point.
It is.
You guys
This is
should know.
everyone at home. You have to finish your drink.
Yeah, this is the show and tell drinking game. At the end of the night, you gotta finish whatever you started.
Well, my drink is empty.
Mine is too now.
Does that mean that I have to fill it up and then drink it?
No, you just already finished it.
It's okay, Mr. Peppers. Come back next week when we're doing a 24-hour stream.
Oh, can't miss that one.
You can't miss that one. It's quite hard. Well, you could, but it'd be very impressive. All right. So what we're gonna need for this one is just what's a word from tonight that tickled your fancy that you want to hear a little bit more about. What's a little thing to inspire you?
Let's get going,
and
boys.
these gents will go do the rest. So tell me what word you want to hear, and that's what we'll be singing about. Oh, that is a good one. These are good words. Let's see if there's any other ones that come up.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
That's a friendly reminder. Friendly reminder, if you ever want to heckle us, it's just easier to use the heckle command, honestly. That's what it's there for.
Yeah, exclamation point heckle.
Yeah, it goes
we've
a lot
got
longer.
Pre-built in.
Yep, we saved you the time. Alrighty, let's go ahead and I like Snorkel's word. That's a good one. Oh, that's true. You can also use the Jamalt command. That's also what it's there for.
Get roasted, fools.
Get roasted, fools. Alright, we're gonna go with Concussion. This is the Irish drinking song about concussions.
Oh, hi-de-di-de-di-de-di-di-de-di-di-di-di. Oh, hi-de-di-de-di-de-di-di-di-di. I used to play the football.
I'd go on the field.
I went to catch a ball.
But I missed and I wheeled.
I got quite hurt.
And I had to leave.
They wheeled me off the field.
And I was going to bleed.
Oh, hi-de-di-de-di-di-di-di-di-di-di.
They took me to the office.
They took me to ER.
They said I was really bad.
I couldn't go to bars.
And so I said, why not?
I've got lots of friends.
I want to go drinking.
Until the very end.
Oh, hi-de-di-de-di-di-di-di-di-di-di.
I didn't listen to doctors.
They told me no.
I like homeopathy.
And I had to tell them so.
I am going home.
No matter what they say.
Because I live my own life.
And I live my day to day.
Oh, hi-de-di-de-di-di-di-di-di-di-di.
Fuck what anyone tells you.
Live your own damn life.
They can't tell you otherwise.
And they'll only bring you strife.
I think I'm gonna die today.
Live till the end.
But it was my own choice.
And I am my own friend.
Oh, hi-de-di-de-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di. Oh, hi-de-di-di-di-di-di-di.
Wow, look at that! Oh, welcome everyone, and by welcome I mean get out, we're done. Thank you all for being here. We hope you had a wonderful time. We certainly had a wonderful time hanging out with all of you. We talked about so many fascinating things tonight. The inevitability of death, the failure and collapse of relationships.
Wingdings.
Wingdings.
What school subject you would go on a date
What
with?
school subject you
yes.
go on a date with. So many fascinating topics and more can be yours every single time you hang out with us here on Show and Tell. Come back Tuesday, we're going to be doing some more Zoom Prov. And then next Friday is our 24-hour stream.
Oh, boy.
So join the Discord. We'll publish what the loose itinerary is there so you can figure out when you want to pop in and out and hang out with us.
Or, if you're a true fan, a real champ of champs, you tune in for the whole goddamn thing.
Like Crabstar said, think of all the channel points you'll get.
Oh
True.
my
Right?
god, so
It's
many.
true.
So many.
Especially if you're subscribed and you tune in for the whole 24 hours.
And you like and comment on the video. It's easy. The comments are right under the like button.
Amazing. So come hang out with us then. We'd love to see you. And if you have any ideas for things you'd like us to do, feel free to put those in the Discord as well. It's a lot of time to fill, and we're very unprepared.
We're dying for content.
Literally? No. But we are going to go raid someone new. I found they're doing a stream called Drawing 6,000 Bensons. I don't know what that means, but it sounds fun. Their name is Honey Soup. Underscore, it should pop up. I don't know, we'll check in. Alrighty, we're gonna go see, we're gonna encourage them in their Benson drawing. But before we do that, we're gonna end stream.
I'm so cold over here, guys. I'm freezing.
We're gonna end stream the way we end every single stream. Steve, how do we end every single stream?
Glad you asked. We end every single stream pretending that we are rappelling down into a museum as if we are in a spy show, but we get stuck.
Every single
Every time.
time. Well, thank you all for being with us. And we're gonna.
Oh no. A little help here, guys.
There's only a little bit of fun.
I know.
I practiced.
I have some scissors in my back pocket.
It's not
if I
my
could-
belt.
Can I just?
The harness is stuck.
Oh, I'm spinning now. Oh, now I'm spinning.
Oh, that's
the
the
alarm.
alarm.
Can't stop
Oh,
spinning.
I heard the